Relating slope and y-intercept to linear equations. Lesson 7 notes, example number 4. Which equation is true for the given ordered pairs in the table below? When you are given an xy chart, you want to look for where x equals 0. If you find 0 in the x column, half your work is done for you. If you find 0 in the x column, half your work is done. Let me explain why. If you looked at this y-intercept up here, the actual ordered pair for that point is 0, 5. The ordered pair for this y-intercept is 0, 2. The ordered pair for this y-intercept is 0, negative 3. So again, don't write this down. It was 0, 5, 0, 2, 0, negative 3. What do all of those have in common? X is 0. In other words, when you're given an XY chart, look for x equals 0. Because if you find where x is 0, then the value of y will be your y-intercept. The value of y will be your y-intercept. So it'll be 0, then a number. Your y-intercept will be whatever that number is. So up here, oh sorry, go ahead, pause your video and get that written down. All right, over here. So I went ahead and I boxed the 0, negative 5 because I found where x is 0, extremely helpful. So I know that my y-intercept is 0, then the number. So in other words, b equals negative 5. Again, b equals negative 5. I got that because where x is 0, then the y value, this right over here, is my y-intercept. Okay, so I found b. Now I have to find m. I have to find the slope. Well, this would be x1, y1. This would be x2, y2. So we could set it up, the m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 and plug it in there. We could do that. Or another way of doing it is simply subtracting it right here at the chart. And if you're going to do that, you're going to subtract from the bottom up. I'm going to subtract from the bottom up. In other words, I'm going to take 9 and subtract the 2. So 9 minus 2 is 7. And then I'm going to take the 2 and subtract the 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Your rise is the difference in y coordinates. So this is your rise. The run is the difference in x coordinates. So this is our run. So my slope for this equation, my rise is 7, my run is 1. But because we're writing an equation, we don't want the fraction to be over 1, so we would simplify it to just 7. All right, so I know that, again, m equals 7 and b equals negative 5. So let's look at these 4 equations. Which one of these has a slope of 7 and a y-intercept of negative 5? Don't let the fact that the y is on the right side, it doesn't matter. You're looking at just this part, okay? You're looking at just this part and so forth. All right, so let's start with the negative 5. Negative 5 should be at the end. This is a positive 7. That's a positive 5. That's a negative 7. That's a negative 5. So really, the only one of these that has the correct y-intercept is D. And then let's also look at the slope. So my slope is 7. Right here I've got 7. My y-intercept is 5. I don't want to use that, it's too bright. My y-intercept is 5. Sorry, negative 5. My y-intercept is negative 5. Therefore, D is our final answer. So again, the really, really important part about this problem is that you remember to look for x is 0. Because if you look where x is 0, you already know the y-intercept. Half the battle is already done. So look for that x equals 0, and you'll know the y-intercept. Right, that's it for example 4. If you have any questions, please let me know.